Hello, my name is Georgia Moreau, and I am doing the current events for today. The NASCAR races start again. NASCAR races start again on May 17th. This race is at the racetrack in South Carolina. NASCAR has had no races for 10 weeks, and NASCAR stopped races because of the coronavirus. So you ask, what is the coronavirus? Let's watch a short video and let's see what it's all about.
Sneeze, a handshake, or sexual contact, to name a few. Then there's our habits, washing our hands, not touching our face. Even the climate may play a role in determining how far and how fast an infection spreads. Scientists have summed up how far an infection can spread with a number. It's called R0. A number greater than 1 indicates it'll grow. Less than 1 indicates the outbreak will die out. Scientists determine the number with a formula that brings together all the environmental and biological factors. This is how it looks in reality. An infection is introduced to a human, from an animal, let's say. The bigger the R0 number, the more people a virus can infect. So an R0 of 2 means that patient 0 will, on average, infect 2 other people, who in turn can infect another 2 people, and so on. An infection like measles sits higher up the spectrum, with an R0 of between 12 and 18. At the lower end is something like Ebola, with an R0 number of 1.5 to 2.5.
So it's saying that the coronavirus is an infection that was on an outbreak where it spread from one person to the next person, and then 2 people spread it to 4 people, 4 people spread it to 8 people. And that makes it an outbreak. It started spreading out further and further and reaching out to more people and making people more sick. It's an infection that would require some type of medication to make people feel better. They will feel like they had a cold, they will sneeze, they will have headaches, they will cough. Those are the symptoms that they're saying that people had had. So let's watch another short video on how we can fight the coronavirus.
Limiting transmission between individuals is vital to help contain the outbreak. So here's what you can do to protect yourself. Health experts agree that you should wash your hands regularly, thoroughly as well, with
Wash
soap
your
and water
hands
for at least 20 seconds.
for at least
Your
20
thumbs,
seconds.
don't forget, underneath your nails. Now, if soap and water are not available, you can use a hand sanitizer, but make sure that it's at least 60% alcohol. Do avoid close contact with anyone who is coughing or sneezing. What you're trying to do is avoid the airborne droplets that can
Stay
spread the
6 feet
disease.
apart.
Avoid touching your face at all. We do this hundreds of times a day. Avoid touching your face, but especially with unwashed hands, as the
Don't
virus
use
can
your
enter your
dirty
body
hands to
through your
touch your
eyes,
face,
your nose, and your mouth.
eyes,
If you do cough or
nose,
sneeze,
and your mouth.
don't do it into your hands.
Do
Instead,
not sneeze in your
cover your
hands.
elbow or use a tissue.
Use your
Unless
elbow.
you're already sick, don't wear a mask. This is important. Wearing a mask can actually increase your risk of getting infected if you wear that mask improperly.
So let's get back to our lesson. So we have learned a little bit more about the coronavirus. So now race car drivers will compete in races again. So NASCAR races will be different now. No fans can be in the stands. They're not going to allow anybody to be in the stands. But fans can watch the races on TVs at home. NASCAR races were only on the weekends before. And NASCAR races will have races during the week too. So let's look at another video. And we have a NASCAR in here near Charlotte, which is in Concord. But let's look at a short video on the NASCAR races in your area. This will show how it actually sounds and how it actually feels to be at a racetrack.
Daniel Baldessari out of Cold Snake, New Jersey. Black Mountain, North Carolina's Army Specialist Joshua Scott Piotrowski. And Senior Airman Brian Powers out of Monroe, North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina, Lieutenant, U.S. Navy Lieutenant Wesley Van Dorn. And now focusing on the field as they roll off.
Listen how it sounds. It's really loud there. A lot of cars. Okay, and that's how it kind of sounds when but this is kind of a little low. But I'm gonna give you a louder version what it actually sounds like, what it actually looks like, and you can hear the crowd just raging. Okay, let's look at this video for a few seconds. That's how it sounds. That's how it looks. All information. Trying to get in front of the other car to be the winner. And here they come again. That's how car racing sounds. Now let's have a review on what we just learned. Okay? We have questions and answers. So I'm going to go over this review sheet with you. The question for number 1 is, what races will start again on May 17th? Is it going to be the NASCAR? Or is it going to be dog sled? Or the NHL, which is the National Hockey League? Make a choice. If you have chosen NASCAR, then you have made the correct choice. Dog sled was not talked about in the NASCAR races. National Hockey League was not talked about either. Let's go to our next question. Question number 2. Who will compete in races again? Will it be the soccer players, race car drivers, or will it be pilots that fly planes? Make a choice. If you have chosen race car drivers, you have made the correct choice. Soccer players were not talked about in the race. Flying an airplane pilot was not talked about in the race. Let's do the next question. Question number 3. Where will the May 17th NASCAR race be? Did we talk about Wisconsin? What about California? Or did we say it was going to be in South Carolina? Make a choice. Wisconsin, California, or South Carolina. If you had chosen South Carolina, you have made the correct choice. California was not talked about. Neither was Wisconsin. So this is the last three review questions. This is the last of the review questions that we have. So this also actually ended the lesson. So I think you have done a wonderful, wonderful job. So I think you deserve a brain break. So let's listen to the music.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, I'm feeling when we in lockdown. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body, it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. It's so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When you move, I already know. It's enough to reach you. I can see what you when you dance, dance, dance. The creeping up on you, just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody like me, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's touching on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I'm so high, I'll see
All right now.
my sound. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop.
Okay, so this ends our lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned about the coronavirus. I hope you learned about the racetrack and how it sounds and what it looks like, and almost feel like being at the racetrack. So I hope you have a blessed and glorious day, and you get a chance, and whenever the coronavirus is over, maybe your parents can take you to the racetrack. Goodbye.